Yeah, a lot of really good things today. I thought just great team effort. Everybody really contributed. Felt like defense and rebounding was going to be a huge key. Really proud of our defensive effort. Heading out of halftime, we had talked about trying to keep them 20 or less in the second half, and I'm curious if I would have said less than that, would our kids have held them less than that? But I thought just great defensive effort across the board to hold them to 37 points, well below their average. Post player inside Uchenna's been a beast. Has led a lot of national categories statistically, and to hold her to 7 points and 10 rebounds is outstanding effort by all three of our post players, but even more so just collectively as a team. I thought there was a real emphasis to try to limit what she could do, and I thought we did a great job of that. And then on the offensive end, I thought we were really efficient, a lot of really good things happening. So I felt like we came in, handled the game like a mature team. I thought we had a really good week of rest, mentally, physically, balanced with coming in and really working on some things and then having good preparation. So I was excited to see us play today because I thought we had a really good week of practice. So it's good to feel this way coming out of this game.
Coach, I know there's no such thing as a perfect performance in y'all's eyes, but you just kind of touched on it. The fact that you guys came out and you pretty much manhandled a team that certainly is not going to be one of the top contending teams in the Valley, does that make you smile as a coach and go, okay, everything we worked on, it pretty much clicked the way it should in this kind of game?
It might look like that to you, but I don't feel like everything clicked, and it was far from perfect. But I thought a lot of really, really good things. I think when it's this early in the season, you're not going to play perfectly, and you're always trying for perfection, but it's hard to come by. I think more than anything, just trying to put back-to-back possessions together on both ends of the floor that were really efficient. And as a coach, you're always going to try to find ways this could be better, that could be better. But I thought, just collectively as a group, that's what we do as coaches. But I think our kids can feel good about how they came out, how they prepared this week. The effort, the energy, the enthusiasm they put into it impacted winning, and you could see it today on the court.
And to wrap up a 3-game homestand, right, with 3 straight conference victories, 2 hard-fought, 1 kind of we all assumed that you would kind of go this way. What's that do for the momentum as you guys prepare to go on the road for back-to-backs? Well,
you're only as good as your last game, so I think you want to just continue to build on the momentum. The last time we were on the road, we had a bump in the road, and so it's a big road trip coming up. Obviously, the last 3 games, it's been nice to be in the confines of, our home arena with 3 really, really good wins. But it doesn't get any easier. Talked about before the game. Night in, night out, everybody's trying to win. One team's going to win and one team's going to lose. And so everybody's putting time, money, and resources into winning, do the things that we have to do to be successful, and control the things we can. And, it doesn't change no matter who you're playing. I don't care what the records are. I don't, it's every game counts the same. They're all the same. And so we just have to continue to have a focus and try to get to perfection. We're never going to play perfectly, but certainly try to just keep getting better and continue to build confidence individually and as a team. But this will be a really big road trip for us coming up.
I'll call your individuals that just spoke to us, right? Sarah's the newbie, Cayman's the returning sophomore. Both really have shown a lot of growth, right? Cayman is really coming into her own, and Sarah is a great complementary piece. What have you seen from both of them and overall the growth of this collection of new players to your team?
I think it's been a perfect fit. I think, the returners we have coming back, really pieced together well with the transfers we brought in, the freshmen that we brought in. So I think it's just collectively been a really, really good group. It's been a great group to coach. I said before we ever played a game, they've always been extremely hardworking. They're focused. They want to be coached. They want to get better. I don't have to motivate them to come work hard every day. And so I think it's been enjoyable to coach a team like that. I said before the season ever started, I think we've got a group of kids that are hungry. You've got a collection of transfers that want to come in and make their mark. It's, their last go around, and then you have returners that are coming back that are hungry for more. And we're part of last year just being so close. So I think collectively it's been a group that has something, or that feels like they're playing for something every night, and has had a little bit of taste in their mouth and feel like they've got something to prove too. And it's hard to put a group of this many, we had 8 new players with 6 returners. It's hard to put that many new kids together and kind of have the cohesion that we do. So, give a lot of credit to our coaching staff, the assistants for, finding kids that really helped fit the pieces to the puzzle that we needed.
And last one from me. As far as the protocols for going on the road, right? What's the most important thing that you guys try to work on with your kids as far as getting ready to go on the road, transfer the game, and transfer their mental space to get off the bus?
Yeah, I think we're in a good routine on the road. I think our kids are in a good routine. We spent the first month on the road, and we had success on the road too. So I don't know. I think sometimes, I don't know, it's hard to say. You don't want to make it bigger than it is. Go and play the game. Do the same things. You're just in a different arena, and different environment. Obviously, we love playing here because we have, such a great home court crowd and support and things like that. But, you've got to be able to play in whatever gym you're in. And so I think our kids are in a good routine. They know what to expect. We're veterans. We're a veteran group. The kids understand. So I don't think you have to make it any bigger than it is. Bottom line is, whether you're home or away, you got to go chip away wins. And next game on the schedule just happens to be on the road, so we got to go chip away wins.
I have kind of a two-part question with Kyra. How much do you think she kind of improved, from year 1 to year 2? And second, she has a very rich basketball mom, played at Penn State. The dad was a P2 coach and played for Team Canada, all that kind of really cool background. Having that resource, it's kind of nice. So just recruiting her, was that kind of like, and then back to the first part, how much has she got better?
Yeah, Kyra's a coach's kid. You can tell that in every sense of just how she just has a maturity beyond her years. And I guess when I say coach's kid, it's to coaches, we know what that means. I don't know if outside people know what that means, but just her understanding, her IQ, the sacrifice, the work ethic, how to handle adversity, all those things, just it seems to come. I wouldn't necessarily say more naturally, but she's been involved with it from such a young age, and she's been so close to it, with her parents and things like that. But I think, she's not any different than the rest of our kids, and I think they've all grown a ton. One of the things that we talked about with her in the recruiting process is, some of the best ways to accelerate your growth is playing time, and so certainly you've got to figure it out in practice. But I felt like when we recruited her as a freshman, there was a huge opportunity for her to come in and impact us right away. And the more experience you can have in game experience, it's going to accelerate your growth. And so she obviously got a ton of playing time last year. She was starting for us almost the entire season last year. So coming into this year, she doesn't feel like a sophomore, that's halfway through a sophomore season. She seems to have that maturity beyond her years, I think, just in terms of her experience and what she's gone through, whether it be her background, but then just the experience that she's had here, getting to play a ton of minutes, a lot of critical minutes. And so I think that certainly, has helped her. And she continues to grow. She's got a lot of room to continue to grow and get better, but she's a kid that works. She's a kid that works hard and wants to be coached and wants to be good. So that helps. It helps accelerate your growth when you have that kind of mentality.